Babe, them ghosting you had nothing really to do with you. It was mainly to do with them. The reason why they ghosted you was because of some hidden things that you didn't know about, and there was certain mistakes that they felt like they had made. Okay, some of you may have been dealing with someone who was involved with somebody without you knowing, or some of you may have had an inkling that the person that you was dealing with was attached to other said persons or third parties. Okay, but them ghosting you has nothing to do with you, so do not take it to heart, is also what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm seeing something about like a late night message, someone sending you a message, either like ending your connection or saying something abrupt like, okay, we can't see each other anymore, or something like that. Okay, I'm seeing the message come through at 1:36 a.m. and I'm seeing another message come through at like 3:34 or something like that. Okay, but the message that was sent, it kind of destabilized you a bit. Like it kind of had you feeling a little bit unbalanced. Okay, it wasn't a message that you was expecting. Some of you, I'm seeing the message being quite short and blunt, and others of you, I'm seeing like a paragraph, like but even in the paragraph, the person may have just been like mumbling. There might not have necessarily been any real context to why they felt like they needed to disconnect from you. And for others of you, you just haven't necessarily heard from this person. Okay, some of you have maybe tried to get in contact with this person, and for whatever reason you can't get into contact with this person. Okay, mistakes at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so it says misunderstanding, victim, lost soul. So I do feel like this person has a lot going on. Personally, I feel also as well, with this person getting to know you, I feel like there must have been some type of trigger. I feel like you may have triggered this particular person, and I feel like you coming into this person's life was to trigger something within them, whether that was to awaken them, whether that was to redirect them, or whether that was to bring in a new perception of something that maybe they wasn't seeing before. Okay, but I am seeing that there was something transformational about the bridging of you two coming together. Okay, the bringing of you two coming together. Okay, elusive. Yeah, see, I told you, elusive. So dishonesty, deception, trickery. So this person wasn't telling you something. Either there was someone in, I'm seeing a third party, so either there was more than two people in the situation, excluding you, so that including you would be three. There was a web of lies as well, and some of you were starting to see the amber and the red flags. Okay, I feel like this person was maybe saying sweet nothings to you. This could have been an ex that you gave a second chance to as well. Okay, but they effed up, right? Reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Okay, but I do feel like there was something about them having a web of lies. There was something about them lying about something. Like, for instance, they were lying about their job role, or they were lying about being single, or they were lying about being in a full-blown commitment. Some of these individuals could also be in long-term commitments where they're like married and things like that. Okay, this person may have had a family. I just said marriage. Okay, this person may have had a family. This person could have lied and said that they don't necessarily have any kids but they have kids. Okay, so, or this person may be lying to you and they actually have someone who is actually pregnant. Okay, and the baby is due to drop any minute now. Okay, so for some of you, you may have been in this space where you felt like you was in emotional turmoil, but I feel like this person is also in a state of emotional turmoil simply because something about a baby boy. Okay, or this child could have just been fresh born, or this, do you know what I'm getting? Okay, sorry, a little bit of disruptions today. Okay, like whew. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a person that they have impregnated. They could be having a baby boy, or this person hasn't told you about them impregnating someone, or the person that you are dealing with, if it is a woman, I feel like this person is with child and they are aware that they're with child, but they haven't told you that they're with child. Crazy work. So I I would be aware of the situation, and I feel like for some of you that's another reason why, if it is a female, they have ghosted you, because they came to their senses that they couldn't do what they wanted to do. I feel like some of them might have been in a space of wanting to trick you into you being the father, okay, gender specific. They may have been hoping, because I feel like they were at early stages of pregnancy, but they weren't letting you they didn't let you know that they were necessarily seeing other people, okay. In your mind, you was just exclusively dating them, and that is not the case whatsoever, okay. Is what I'm seeing. Is like they were seeing other people, and this person fell pregnant, and what they were trying to do, because it was early stages, and you and this person, I am seeing that you have been intimate with them, okay. Not all of you, but some of you, you've been intimate with them, and because you've been intimate with them, it would have been easy for them to come and say to you, okay, yeah, they're pregnant and the child is yours, okay. And you wouldn't have hesitated, because in your mind you are exclusively dating this person, and baby, that's not even the case. For others of you, this could be a male, and the male has actually got someone who is impregnated, and they are in a full-blown commitment with them, and so on and so forth, right? Is what I'm seeing, okay. Spying, social network information ways, okay. So I feel like some of these people could have been spying on you, okay, or they've been looking you up, since they have cut communication in some type of way. There's something about them cutting communication with you, and them now being in a space of wanting to, is like silently chasing you, silently keeping tabs on you, silently wanting to know your every move. So they could be doing this via social media. So it could be like Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be TikTok, it could be any kind of social media platform where you are posting like regularly, is what I'm seeing as well, okay. I'm seeing that. I told you, look, commitment, right? So this person could be married, promises, and fidelity, all right? I said fertility, so it is tying in with the whole pregnancy thing. So this person you may be dealing with could be someone who is married, someone who is in a long-term commitment. So they don't necessarily have to be married, but they're in a very long-term commitment. I'm seeing more than 5, possibly more than 10 years, okay. This person acted like it was only you, and they made you feel like you were the only beauty that was around them, okay. They saw the beauty in you, and they felt like you was someone that they couldn't pull. I feel like maybe for them, they felt like you was out of their league, and the fact that you were showing them some type of attention really kind of gave them an ego boost. However, the reason why the ghosting also took place is because they knew that they couldn't be dishonest to you, and this was also intervention from spirit. Spirit knew that this is something that you couldn't go through. This is they knew this is a situation that couldn't be long standing, because it would have caused you more pain, and it may have been a pain that you may have felt like you wouldn't be able to come back from, because you've gone through many things before, possibly similar to things like this, okay. I do see that in a few months though, I'm seeing like around December, around Christmas time, this person may want to come back for a second chance, okay, right. They may want to come back for a second chance. There's something they may want to try and build and make amends and come back and say, okay, look, this is why I left, and so on and so forth, okay. I'm hearing a name like I'm hearing Charlie. I think I got Charlie before, or Charles, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm also hearing Calvin, Khalees, okay. I just heard Curtis as well, all right. But I am seeing that. So for those of you that have just been in the space of feeling like, okay, like what's going on, why has this happened, why has this person ghost me, they ghost you because they were just being insincere. They weren't telling the truth, okay. They weren't being honest, and spirit literally had to get, like, they had to come in to this situation and sever it, because it was like, for one, you're not about that, okay. And for two, it was like, I feel like for this person it was make or break, okay. There was something that you needed to shift within them, or they needed to shift within you, okay. The golden mirror, narcissist, the love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided, yeah. So you could have been feeling like this person was giving you the world, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. It's because they had a lot that they were hiding. Look, wedding rings, I can't make this shit up, Okay, this person was in a commitment, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. But this could also be a situation where this person saw you as a soulmate. I kind of feel like this person got involved with you on the basis of feeling like it wasn't going to be anything serious, so they could have got away with it. Okay, and maybe with whoever the third party was, or third parties are, they were having hard times with them, so it was kind of like they needed a quick fix, a kind of like a pick me up, and you was the one who gave them attention. However, they didn't expect you to have as much depth as they thought you would have. I'm hearing blonde bimbo, but I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I think what Spirit's trying to say is they thought that you weren't as smart as what they thought initially, like looking at you off of first impressions. There's something about them thinking that you didn't have you didn't have this level of depth to you, if that makes sense. And you proved them very wrong, and they started to realize that you was actually someone who could be considered like hubby material or wifey material. Okay, and that kind of messed them up, which is why they had to ghost you. But instead of telling you the truth, they literally just went ghost on you. Some of them are also feeling like they're trying to protect you as well. Okay, you've got the card that says shock, sudden changes, shocking news, surprise, and epiphany. So for some of you, this hasn't necessarily happened yet, but you're getting the heads up that this could be in place, especially if you've been getting the signs and synchronicities. And I know for some of you, you're probably going to scroll past this video because you don't want to hear it, but you know what, if you scroll past a video that's trying to tell you the truth, if Spirit's really trying to get something through to you, there will be another video of a similar context, of a similar message trying to get its way through to you, way through to you. Okay, sorry, the information's coming in really fast. So they're going to try and get the message to you in whatever way, via whatever media. So I advise that you listen first time around. Okay, but there was something here about a shock factor. Okay, there's something else that you do not know. Okay, I'd say be careful when you are sleeping with said people that you may be feeling like out of sorts with. Okay, pay attention to the signs. The signs are there. Okay, the signs are there. They're right in front of your face as well. Yeah, cutting it out. Separation. Yeah, Phoenix, new phase, rekindling. Okay, so they had to cut you out for whatever reason. I kind of feel like the third party might have found out or might have had an inkling, okay, about what this said person that you was dealing with was doing, and that they were involving themselves with someone else, because something may have happened. Something also, I'm hearing STD, so something could have happened where they found out that they had something, and it kind of rang alarm bells in their head to say that the person that you was dealing with and they were dealing with, you know, I'm hearing cross-contamination. Okay, cutting down and separating. All right, stopping the pattern. And for some of you, you may have confronted this person about this, and that's when the whole ghosting thing occurred, where you haven't heard from them. I'm hearing some of them have even gone as far as changing their number, which is why you can't get through to them. They've blocked you on everything, and so on and so forth. There's also something here about the house that they were taking you to was not actually their house. It was someone else's house. It was like a friend who was on a vacation or on holiday, and they were saying that was their home, and it really wasn't their home. They have a particular friend that travels for work, and the particular friend tends to leave the person you're dealing with in charge of just like taking care of the house and to check on the house to make sure the house is you know, in standing order. However, he has the keys, so what he does is he makes it out like it's his house, because he knows the house so well, and it really isn't. The friend is someone who's quite like well off, who's quite wealthy, and they travel a lot for work, so that's how he's able to get away with it. I think that's why when you went there initially, you didn't question it, because it kind of looked like it was his place, because he tends to stay there quite often to look after the place, something like that. Okay. I'm here in Arizona. Yeah, my voice. Backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, shocking attack. Yeah, so some of you are feeling really emotionally upset about this, but baby, let me tell you something, you don't need to. Okay, because you're in a space where you are the phoenix rising, you are rising up. Okay, and this was literally just you having to go through this because there was something you are meant to activate on a deeper level. From a spiritual perspective, what's going to happen is with this particular person, this person's going to go through an awakening. Okay, they may not go through the awakening right now, but there is something that you have set in stone for this person. So even though you may be feeling emotional because you're finding out this, or you've got the inkling, or this is clarifying it, okay, even though you're in the space of feeling like just down and out, baby, you dodged a bullet. Can I just say, like, You dodged a bullet. Look, ascending, okay? You are going to ascend, learning and expanding, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Yeah. So you are going up. There was something that needed to take place within the connection between you two, and it may have just been a karmic thing, but there is something like I'm almost seeing like a mustard seed. You've planted something in this person, because I feel like you was pouring into this person. You was speaking life into this person. You was motivating this person. You was transforming and helping this person to become enlightened and to ascend to the highest level that they possibly could. And that is something they haven't experienced in any of the relationships or from these third parties that they have dealt with. And that was why it was kind of like you know, they judged a book by its cover, not realizing that the book was actually going to literally change their life in some type of way, and maybe you were that book. So there was something that you needed to do. So it's almost as if spirit was using you as a resource to help activate this person. You've done that, and now they're going to be on their journey, hence why they probably are going to want to come back in a few months around December time. Okay, this person could be a Sagittarius, they could be a Capricorn. Okay, I'm also getting Cancer. Okay, so some of you may have pictures with this person, okay, or a photo album, right? I don't feel like you've been dealing with this person long, or you could have been on and off with this person, but this person is looking at your pictures, missing you, nostalgia, wanting to make new memories with you. I kind of feel, a part of me feels a little bit like sentimental towards this person, because it's kind of like, because they've experienced such a rare gem, which is you, it's kind of like they're like, shit, like I really want to get out of all these situations that I'm in. Like it's kind of crazy because I'm hearing like I want to unimpregnate the person, or I don't want to be pregnant, and da 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 da. It's like they wish that they could rewind the hands of time back, and I'm hearing meet you sooner, because they wouldn't have been doing none of this riffraff if they had met you sooner. It's basically what I'm hearing. Okay, so they are reflected on like pictures. Some of you may have been with this person long enough to do like mini holidays and stuff. This person's flicking through those pictures and reminiscing. I am seeing this person also drinking as well. So this person might, you know, turn to alcohol when things are rough. All right. But there is something here about them wanting to rewrite new memories with you, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm almost hearing like you're the one that got away. Yeah, backstabbing's come out again. So I kind of just feel like, yeah, this person, you feel like this person's put a knife in your back, and this person is aware that they have stabbed you in the back. This person is aware that they have caused you pain because you shared you know, certain things that you had been through in other relationships that were quite detrimental, and you shared some deep stuff with this person, and this person at the time when you was telling them was so sentimental, to the point it even seemed like it had angered them that you had to go through that, but they have literally put you through something very, very similar. Okay, and they're beating themselves up about it. Sword in the rose, clarity, truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. Okay, so yeah, like I said, spirit has literally been in a space of like protecting you. You are this rose, they are protecting you. Okay, even though this rose is in a dark room, you are about to be enlightened, and I feel like eventually in a few months this person might be in a space of chasing you, but by then you would have been far gone. You would have been far gone. I feel like you would have moved on already. Better suitor, better life, more money, better opportunities, just living life. Hold on, let me get that card. All right, so the card that you got was clock. Okay, so it says needing time cycles takes time to heal and progression. So I just feel like right now you just need to take the time to really just re-nurture yourself and give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up over making a wrong decision, because I can see that some of you might fall into that pattern. When things go wrong, you start blaming yourself. You're like, okay, why didn't I see the signs? I should have known. It was too good to be. Like, don't do all of that. If anything, extend grace. Treat yourself at this moment as if you are a young child that has scraped their knee. They fell and they scraped their knee. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, nurture yourself like you would nurture a child that's going through some type of turmoil or struggle and strife. Working with crystals like rose quartz or even rainbow moonstone will be good for you. This helps to tap into your intuition, and it also helps with the healing element as well. And I'm also hearing the crystal malachite too, engagement ring. So I do feel like in the future you will be meeting someone that's on a higher level. So like I said before, I feel like you'll have a new person, so on and so forth, and things will be on a better even keel between you and the higher love. Okay, Yeah, I feel that. I'm hearing that song, give me a higher love. Karmic relationships, resentment, trigger, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Yeah, so you see how it says triggers? I feel like you triggered this person, okay? I'm getting that book that I've got called Triggers, okay? I'm gonna put the title because I feel like that book might be significant for somebody. But you see how they're literally holding on by their pinkies? It's because the connection is just not long standing addictions, okay? So I did say that this person may be in a space of drinking or they have some type of coping mechanism, okay? All right. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Let me just get some tarot to see if there are any other messages. This person feels weak. This person feels weak, okay? This person feels weak. I feel like you've really shown them where they're not standing in their womanhood or where they're not standing in their manhood. The Page of Wands, okay? So I feel like there's an analysis of the situation, and there's like a thought process behind whether this person should take action or not to speak to you after ghosting you. Yeah, look, Nine of Swords. This person's in a space of just not, yeah. Spirit's doing their number on this person. I can't even lie. Spirit's like pushing them to change and to shift and to really get their shit in order, to get right, okay? Like their inner demons are coming out to play. And because you're the type of energy as well that when something is done to you, your ancestors don't play about you. So they will do everything in their power to protect you in whatever way they feel that is. And for some of you, your ancestors are on their ass. But it's all for the greater good of you, for you and for them as well, okay? To get them to move, to get them to shift, to get them to do better. Because that's all it's about at the end of the day. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like you're the one that's got this stability within yourself, okay? Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is the truth. But with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting this feeling of like you've got, do you know what it is as well? You're the type of person is what I feel like you're someone who's quite successful, well off. And success is deemed by so many different ways of looking at things, right? You could be successful in friendships, you could be successful in work. But I just feel like in terms of material and financial status, you are quite successful. And I feel like this person hasn't dealt with someone who is so well established for themselves, or is so well off, like well established for themselves and so independent. And I think your independence was kind of throwing this person's off, throwing these individuals off, because they kind of felt like you didn't need them. So when they were coming to you and they were in your presence and you were seeing this person, they felt like they had something to prove to you. And you may have noticed that as well, you know. And I feel like I'm hearing someone say, but you don't have to prove anything to me. Like, you don't. Like, I like you for who you are. But this person just felt like they had to prove themselves to you because they felt like they didn't have much, and that you had more than them. Like, maybe you're someone who is you know, following your dreams, you're doing what you love, and you're a very likable person, and maybe this person is still trying to get to that point. I feel like you're mirroring each other in many ways. There's a lot of things that this person has achieved and done that maybe you haven't achieved and done yet, in terms of, like, say, you know, the family aspect, okay? And then for yourself, you could have done a lot of things when it comes to like the finances and the material realm, and you've got a lot of things going for yourself and maybe they haven't. There's something up here about mirroring energies, and I did see the mirroring energy before, and I feel like this is something that you've had to kind of struggle with quite a bit, where you're financially stable, you know, you don't really want for nothing, things are good, but it's just the thing that feels like it's lacking for you is just the partnership aspect, okay? Because she's got her pentacle and she's looking down at it. I don't know if you can see it. She's looking down at it, but to me, she doesn't look too happy. She's in the space of like, yeah, I've got the material things, but really what she wants is she wants someone to share this life with. She wants someone to share this life with, just to share the materials with. Yeah, because this person saw you as the Empress, abundant, but this also talks about the fertility aspect of it. right? Where there is some type of pregnancy that is here. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Look, sharing of energy. Okay, so like I said, there might be two people in the situation. All right. Okay. And then you've got the Four of Cups here. Now, I do feel like some of you with the Four of Cups here are going to feel real burnt. So when Spirit is trying to offer you something, you might not necessarily see what it's trying to offer you, especially when it comes to the aspect of dating. But there is going to be a significant synchronicity that's going to come around. That's going to be like, okay, this is something I should trust. Like, Source is trying to tell me something. God is trying to tell me something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Four of Wands. So 4-4 is significant. Okay, and also as well, you could find that there is a particular number that is attached to this person, which is how you know that this person is very much karmically, or even it's just like connected to you, like solely connected to you. So for instance, this person could have come into your life, and they came into your life on the 22nd of the 2nd, right? So the 22nd of February. So 222. Every time this person calls you, you notice that it's either 222 or the person, you end the call and it's 2 minutes and 22 seconds, or you notice that their phone number has 222 in it, or you could be going to the gym and you see 222 and then 5 minutes later the person calls you. There is a number attached to this person, so pay attention to that. And what will happen is, because this person is no longer in your vibration, in your life, as you level up, like I said, I do feel like this person is going to come back in a few months, around December time. Okay, you will start seeing a number probably around that time. So you might start seeing 222 end of November going into December, and you're like, why do I keep seeing this number? Yes, it's attached to other meanings, but that number is also attached to that person. So it's giving you like a pre-warning. Yeah, was it a prerequisite is the word I'm hearing, like before something happens. So right now you just need to be in a space of resting, okay, and letting go of what no longer serves you, okay, because this is the energy you're in, right? You're in this energy of like, for a lot of you, the Eight of Cups usually talks about walking away from things, or walking in the direction of what is truly best for you, and sometimes walking towards walking along a path but not knowing exactly where you're going. Okay, this guy, he's not necessarily walking yet, he's just sitting and he's contemplating, he's looking at the moon, and we literally just had the full moon. What was it, yesterday and today? Okay, so you're in okay, you're in this space, right, where even though this person's ghosted you, you're still holding on to this person because you haven't got up and walked yet. This is the perfect time. Obviously, you could have done it yesterday, but this is the perfect time to do a release letter, to write a letter to releasing this person for good, okay? And detaching them and releasing them from your energy, okay? And once you do this, you will be in a space. You are going to feel kind of left out in the cold. Some of you may be in that space, but honey, let me tell you something. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It gets better. Okay, it might not feel like it at the moment, but it gets better. Okay, so even with you crying over, you know, spilled cups, there are 2 cups behind you, opportunities that you don't even see coming, baby. And I feel like Spirit's about to do a number in your life. Spirit is about to show you why things had to go the way that they went, and you are going to be pleasantly surprised. And these tears are not going to be tears anymore, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about new foundations, lay a new ground, a new path, a new experience being presented to you. Okay, I'm just gonna get a couple more. I was gonna say one and then I had a couple. Ooh. And I got 3. Okay, so numbers 3 are significant as well. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles with the 3 of Wands. Okay, the 3 of Wands to me is now representing you being in the space of taking action or walking. I think giving you maybe about 3 weeks is also what I'm getting. Something significant supposed to be happening in 3 weeks. Okay, you decide to walk a certain path. Okay, I'm also getting from the 3 of Wands that you are in this space of having a higher perspective. You see how he's on this cliff and he can see the riverbank. Okay, where's that card? Hold on a minute now. Wait. I'm trying to connect the dots here. I'm not trying to, but I am. Okay, so you see how he's up on this riverbank now. Okay, to me that looks like the similar riverbank. No, right? It's a similar riverbank. So this may have been where you were at, or where you are going to be. Okay, But then you're going to allow yourself to stand up, okay? You're going to allow yourself to walk up that mountain, and you're going to just have a higher perspective. You're going to look at your surroundings and your whole situation from a higher perspective. You're moving from this into the Three of Wands, okay? And from taking this higher perspective, there is something here about Spirit showing you that there is some type of collaboration or something coming in for you, okay? Something about creating something, making something. Bridging the gap is also what I'm hearing, okay? Something about contracts. Some of you might be in a space of really throwing yourself into work, okay? But there's also something here about travel with the Three of Wands as well. So there's something about like international travel, international collaborations with the World card here, okay? Something about photography, okay? Some of you may be like an ambassador for like body positivity. So you do a lot of like photo shoots, maybe like nude or something like that, okay? You could be someone who considers label plus size or a very curvy woman, okay? You could have ginger hair or brown hair, okay? I'm hearing silk and cotton sheets, so Egyptian cotton. So there's something about like your bedding, okay? Something changing up your bedding. Someone just recently got like a queen size bed, or they got a new mattress, okay? Or someone just got like a new bed that is not like your usual type of bed. So I'm seeing someone with like a round mattress, okay? All right. But Spirit is saying that you will get over this, so you don't need to worry. Yeah, you don't need to worry, okay? And I just saw the Seven of Wands, so it's kind of like you're in a space of like you're defending yourself from what doesn't serve your highest good. So I bless that message resonates. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, bye. Mwah.